everybody, welcome back to Record-ology. Okay, today we are going to be taking a look at the differences between the entry level and the high level. Now let me preface this by saying that my high level may be somebody else's entry level. Of course, on the other end, my entry level may be somebody else's high level. So it's all relative. But we're going to be taking a look at everything from this $30 player all the way up to an $800 player. And what really is the real world differences. We're not going to talk a lot of technical jargon. It's really going to be about the end user experience. If you want to learn more about specifics, go back and check out our other videos. We've done a lot. So this is the Vibe record player that got me started back into vinyl a few years ago. I got this for a birthday present. And it's representative of a lot of entry-level players because a lot of them share this common Skywin built. That's a company that makes record players and record player components. Skywin built mechanism with it's got the same platter, same tone arm, same cartridge, and all that good stuff. A lot of times you're going to see built-in speakers, and a lot of times only 2 speeds. This one's 2-speed. It has USB, so you can connect it to a computer and record audio out of it. But besides that, it's very basic, but it'll get the job done. So why would you want something like this? So a lot of people, and it goes for the suitcase players as well. In fact, on that note, we're going to be looking at a suitcase player. This one right here is very similar. It's just in a little bit different package, but essentially the same story here. So same mechanism, same basic, end result. You've got the built-in speakers. This one has 3 speeds, a couple different features, but it's basically the same idea. So why do people want these entry-level players? We always get these guys on here that are telling me why, you don't need any of this modern stuff. You just need to go for an old retro or an old vintage, 60s or 70s equipment, blah, 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 blah. The thing is these are point of sale purchases a lot of times. They are, products that are gateway products to get people into the hobby. So they're a really good starting point. They don't damage records. That's completely a myth. All the suitcase players and these entry-level players, all-in-ones, they track at about 5 or 6 grams. That's how much weight that the stylus and needle is pushing down on the record. 5 or 6 grams is not going to damage the records. Records were, designed to withstand 6 grams plus. So that argument's out the window. It's old news, and most people now have moved on. But the argument against these, they'll come up with something else. Well, maybe it doesn't, damage records, but it doesn't sound very good. These sound adequate. They're not going to blow your socks off, but they're not designed to. They're designed to let you listen to a record. They are record players. They are not turntables. So what is the difference? If you invest a bit more money from, those are $30 to $60 units, you get up to the $250 range, you're in what I would consider the mid-range. And a mid-range turntable, sorry, there's a guy with a weed whacker outside. A mid-range turntable is going to give you, more control. There's no built-in speakers at this point. So you may be saying, wait a minute, you're paying more to get less features? Well, kind of, but the features that you do get are noticeably higher quality. So there are a couple different focus points at this price point. One is functionality and quality. So there's a lot of manual controls. There's a strobe adjustment for speed. There's a adjustable counterbalance. You can put on different cartridges for different reasons and whatnot. And so you're going to get a very hefty product at this price point. Usually you're going to get good sound quality. It's still going to be made of plastic materials. I mean, it's not going to be, ultra high end, but it's an investment towards pursuing this sport or this hobby further, reflective of the money you can invest into it. So the one focus, like I said, is sound quality, build quality, all those things like that when you're at the mid price point. The other one is going to be style. So here's a U-turn, which is similar price. This is a U-turn custom, the limited edition ultraviolet. And, at this price point, you're either going to get the functionality and sound quality, or you're going to get the style and sound quality. So this is a very, very customized unit, handmade, high quality audio is going to come from this, but it is also very stylistic. It's very minimalistic. It's going to, you get them in different colors, different finishes to fit in with your decor. So this is an investment in sound quality and appearance. And, this is kind of where you're going to be at the mid-range level. Sound quality, you are going to notice an improvement on this versus the entry-level players we were looking at, primarily because what they're connected to. Instead of little built-in speakers, they're going to be connected to your sound system, to your speakers or whatnot on the back end. So they're going to be a noticeably different quality. Now the variations between different cartridges, different units at this price range, I personally don't notice a huge difference between this and the LP120X USB that we just looked at. You know, kind of at this price point, we're up to a certain level of quality and it kind of maintains. For the high end, this unit right here is a good example of what I would consider a high-end unit. So now we've got a very minimalistic design. It's going to be less customizable. This comes in one color, black. You're not going to have different color options. This is the way it comes. You know, it's going to be neutral to the point where it can blend into any environment, any style. You know, black goes with anything. Higher quality components, more adjustments. This has more control back here, more adjustment, and each component is going to be really durable. The plinth material is going to be more solid, less hollow. You know, metal materials abound. No plastic. Well, there is plastic, but there's a lot less plastic. And the sound quality is the main focus here with a neutral style aesthetic. So it's just kind of a different approach. A very good sounding unit, very good quality audio. For a lot of people, this is beyond something that they can afford. I mean, $800 is a heck of a lot of money to spend on a record player, especially in these times that we're living in right now. But in terms of connectivity from the mid-grade to the high grade, it's very similar. You connect it to external speakers, and that's pretty much what it comes down to. There's no USB anymore. There's no built-in speakers. There's no, you know, Bluetooth connectivity or things that you would see on the entry level. It does one thing. It plays records and it plays them very, very well. And, you know, that's kind of what you're going to see the higher up you go. So it's kind of interesting. I just want to let you guys know. Now, can I notice a big difference in sound from my LP120 compared to the LP7 or even the U-Turn, in which, you know, the LP120 and the U-Turn, you know, $200 to $300 range compared to $800? Personally, I cannot. You know, there are people out there that would say, oh yeah, absolutely. You know, you can definitely tell a difference. I'm not one of those. It's kind of a blessing and a curse because I don't have to have super high-end equipment to enjoy the difference. But can I tell a difference in sound quality from that back to this guy right here? $32? Yes, I can. There's a difference in quality there. And why that is a subject for a different day. But I want to let you know kind of what you can expect at each level of investment. Sort of the entry level, the mid-level, and what I would consider, again, relatively speaking, to be the high end. So there you go, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Appreciate you more than you know. Hang in there, and we'll talk to you soon. Happy record hunting and listening. We'll catch you next time.